watching Amazing Fire TV. Amazing Fire TV. Impacting the world for Christ.
We are elated that you have joined us again to Keep It Real. I am Ambassador Dr. Keith Rolle, and
I am Sister Joy Osueke Rolle.
And this week on this second episode, it's a special event that's happening, and we'll have all of the fireworks at the end of this program. But we want to say to all of our viewers all over the globe, we are so glad that our inaugural program, we had so many viewers and so many comments, and we're going to read a few and share a few of the comments that our viewers said. I'll let you go first.
Yes, we really want to thank you all for really tuning in and listening and reading. And if someone went to YouTube, one of our viewers from New York is a divorcee. But what she said touched me. She said, "Thank you, your program blessed me. I wish I saw you 40 years ago when I was in trouble." That touched me. So for that viewer, I know it's been a long time, but I pray that even what we share in future will help you.
We are not marriage counselors or therapists. Now, even though I was a chaplain in the military and I went to seminary and I received a few courses and training, as well as gone to professional development to help me in that profession, but we want to keep it real. And we're not perfect, and we just want to give you some tools and also biblical principles and perspectives of how you can keep the embers and the fuel in your marriage burning. And we'll talk about our topic in a few minutes, but here's another one that said that from Florida. "I love seeing and hearing my brother," this is a good friend, "and Joy together. As for Keep It Real, it seemed to be open, unrehearsed, unscripted, and impromptu and frank discussion about your personal marriage." People want to hear the real deal, Joy.
Yes, they do.
And they don't want pretense. And they can also spot a phony, like a money. You know, they said when tellers are trained, they don't work with the counterfeit, they work with the real. And that's why we came up, my wife was inspired to come up with this TV program. And she said that he said your personal marriage experience laced with nuggets of wisdom the average couple can glean. And let's hear from another viewer.
Another viewer says, from Georgia, "Awesome, impressive, and impactful. We are very proud of you. We are praying for you because we know that so many marriages will be helped by Keep It Real." Wow, that's so encouraging, from Georgia.
Well, here's a viewer from the Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Wow, well, that's where I'm from. Can any good thing come out of the Bahamas? Well, I want to thank all of my family members that watched it. And you know, even though when we sent it to some of our families and friends, they in turn sent it to some of their friends,
yes,
and they too stay tuned to it. And this is how you can subscribe and become a regular to AFTV by viewing it and then sharing it with others. And she said, "Wow, what an inspiring and well-spent time watching the first segment of your show. The importance of keeping it real in marriage. Eagerly look forward to next Sunday's, which is this week, broadcast, and will invite others to join me. Great show. Keep it real." Well, we're going to do just that. Let's hear one more viewer.
One more viewer. He says, "Oh, from Bahamas. It's a beautiful show. I like it. And I will share it with some of my friends to help spread the love of keeping it real in marriage." Wow, thank you, Bahamas.
We also heard from some single people. They're not in the dating game, but this will help them to prepare for marriage. And one came from Nigeria.
Yeah, one from Nigeria said, Auntie, I'm not married, but this is going to help me to know what to do and know what to do. And that is very impressive. She said, you don't know, I'm going to keep it and keep looking at this episode when I find my husband to be. And I said, honey, not only that, we are combinating to pray for all our young adults, male and female, that want to get married. Sometimes, like I said, we are not perfect. We've made our own mistake, but you learn and glean from our own mistake. You know, I told you last week, hey, I'm a nagger. I used to be a nagger. I can nag yourself.
You still nag a little bit.
Oh, hush. I nag, you know, but now, even when I start nagging, the Spirit of God say, hey, watch it. Because I was real, and the Lord helped me. So there may be some other things you're doing in marriage that may be causing your marriage some trouble. You don't know. How do you deal with it? Keep it real. You know, stop all this pretend. Some people come as if they are perfect. They don't do anything, but inside they are burning. No, we are imperfect people that God can use to do perfect things. I like that.
Well, there was a male also from Nigeria, and that'll be your last one. What did he say? In fact, this person is dear to us.
Yeah, he said, I learned so much and I was blessed. That's good.
All
I
right.
learned so much and I was blessed. And that's one of the things I keep saying, God, let it be a blessing. Even if it's one person, it's fine. Jesus said there is great joy and dancing when there is one person that repents. So if one life, one marriage is being saved by this program, to God be that glory.
All right. Now we're going to get into our topic today, but this was a good segue and a good preview of a coming attraction when you go to a movie. So this comment said, thank you. I really enjoyed the program, and it was from a biblical perspective. Mm-hmm. It can be a blessing for so many couples. Great work. And then she passed it on to a friend, and boy, she must have been reading our thoughts and mind. She said, very powerful talk. I love the fact that you covered the love languages during this talk. Yes. And that's today's topic. We're going to be talking about the 5 languages of love, the secret to love that lasts, by Gary Smalley and Joycelyn Green. Gary Smalley is, Gary Chapman, not Smalley, is an author, speaker, and counselor. He has a passion for helping couples. And we want to use our marriage. In fact, I got a call this morning, and one of my spiritual daughters says, you know, like, tell me about your marriage. I just see that you look so young. I see you look so happy. And that's because we use the 5 love languages, which we're going to give you a brief description of today, of what they're about. And let me just say a few things about the book. They have a men edition. They have a hardcover special edition. There's an edition for children, teenagers, singles, and I'm holding up the military edition because so many men and women, they are separated from their families, and they go through so much strain and stress and trauma also in their marriage. And you're a nurse, and then also businesses, as well as in ministry. Yes. So when you look at ministry, the marketplace, and the military, we want to be a blessing to you, and we want to give you some tools from our marriage of what we do and how we apply these 5 love languages. And so the first love language is words of affirmation, and it's nothing more than verbal compliments. Now, that's one of my strongest words of affirmation. And I need that from you. I need you to tell me that I'm your knight in shining armor. I need you to tell me that I'm your boo. Yeah. In fact, some of your friends and family now,
honey boo.
They call me honey boo.
Truly, that is his number 1 love language, affirmation. So when he does something, like I said, he likes to cook. So when he comes and says, oh, boo, you made this pie. Oh, my God, it tastes so good. Thank you. But if I don't like the pie, I am not going to be pretentious and said, oh, this is going to say, oh, you know, I'm going to use wisdom. I like the pie you made last 2 weeks better than this. I am not being critical, but I'm using wisdom. I'm serious. So I don't want to pretentious because he's saying that every pie he makes is the best. No, so he may make it and I go. For example, I don't like vinegar.
Excuse me.
I don't like vinegar in my food. And he's from Bahama, he loves vinegar.
And lime.
And lime. And I say, sweetheart, I love this green, but it tastes so much vinegary. So what does he do? Because that is his words of affirmation. I don't want to break his spirit. What I do is say, next time, can you bring up my own, don't put vinegar? And he understands it. So what did he do? He said, okay, honey, I bring out your own. But I'm not going to butcher him and say, oh, you made it. I don't like vinegar. Start yapping on him. That will kill his spirit because his words of affirmation, or word of love language is affirmation. I say it in a nice way, but I'm not going to be lying and pretentious that I like everything where I don't like vinegar in my food.
And it's how you say it.
How you say it.
It's not necessarily what you say.
How you say it.
It's how it's said. Now, I know you like potato salad. You don't like mustard in it. So what I do, I separate yours, and then I put mustard in mine and all of the other ingredients. And then another thing, you don't like a lot of salt. And then sometimes you say, well, honey, this tastes like it's too salty. And then therefore I get the hint. You're not criticizing me and you're not putting me down, and you're saying it in a tone and a tenor which you're going to affirm me.
Yes.
Because women, when you don't affirm your husband and they go out of their way and they feel like you're nagging and you're complaining, they're not going to do it again. And they're not going to, and then you're going to say, well, I'm wondering why he doesn't do this. And this is how the fuel tank goes empty, because words of affirmations are not there.
And let me say something on that. When you don't if his love language is affirmation and you don't give it to him, then he goes to an office, the secretary says, hi, Mr. Smalley, hi, Mr. Gary, you look so nice, thank you. He's getting it from an outsider, and that's why some men may start now having an affair. Because that's his love language. He comes home, he doesn't get it from his wife, he doesn't get it from home, he doesn't get it from his children, and now this secretary is making it her duty. So if you are not careful, I don't care how much in tongue he speaks, he can speak in tongue all he wants. He begins to go,
outside.
Get close outside because he's getting it outside. So find the love language. It's on his affirmation. Let's go for the next one.
All right. The next one will be quality time. That's also one of my
that's quality time.
Love language, and that's giving undivided attention. And sometimes you're on the phone. Sometimes you are going to ACF. And sometimes I don't want to go. And I said, well, do you have to go there? And you said, well, they've been there for me. But I said, I'm here now, and I would love for you to spend time with me.
To be keeping it real, that's the one I have problem. I'm Sister Gogo. I love going. When people invite me to something, I feel it's an obligation to go. But sometimes you say, you don't have to go. I say, no, this person has been for me. Have been there for me, I need to go. But I'm trying now to make a balance. You see, that's how we are keeping it real. So sometimes I say I cannot make it. But we have the quality time when we travel. I don't have anybody to be there to distract me. But that is his love language. I have not been very faithful with that, but I'm trying so hard.
Well, I had an illustration from Words of Affirmation.
Yeah.
I traveled last October to Ghana. And it was a 11-hour flight there, 9-hour flight to Ghana, 11-hour back. We went to New York to be with the Grisbys for their promotion to captain and their anniversary. Then I had to fly to Birmingham, and then I had to drive 9 hours from Alabama back.
Yes.
And when I got home, man, this was on the bed.
Yeah.
I love you. Welcome home. And
this is what I use. Ordinary, what do you call it? I didn't go and spend money. I didn't want to buy it. I was just being thoughtful. I use this is
paper plate,
disposable. I said, what will I do that's unique? And I went and wrote, I love you, and I put it on his pillow. And he came and said, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
And you know what, man, I did? I just felt like Teddy Pendergrass. Turn off the lights and light a candle.
Okay,
tonight, I'm in a romantic mood. And man, the tiredness will go away. Women, when you take the rollers out of your hair, when you come out of that nightgown and robe and put on that negligee and some Chanel number
Can we just talk
5.
something
No,
else?
I want to stay with this. So that he said, I want you to rub me down with some hot oil, and girl, I want to give you a special treat because you've been so sweet, because you ministered to me, not with the Bible, but through words of affirmation and quality time.
Yeah, I didn't start speaking in tongues. This is my husband, travel for so many days. I just want to make sure he's happy. That is his love language, affirmation and gift, and making him feel like, hey, it didn't cost me much. You see, I used paper towel, paper plate,
and a marker.
And a marker. It didn't cost me anything. You don't have to. You can put something in his socks. Just make life easy and fun.
All right. The third one is acts of service. Now, this is one of your love language.
That's my love language. To be honest, anytime someone does anything for me, even if it is picking up a pin, I am so appreciative because they don't have to. For example, today is my birthday. One of our godsons, one of our spiritual sons, I don't want to use the word spiritual, one of our sons we have in Nigeria, went and find my baby pictures, took some of the pictures and made some nice,
collage. It was the collage.
So, and then Nadine Grisby, she made one. Josephine, all these my friends are made. Oh, I'm like, oh my God, who am I? This is so undeserving that they would take time to make it. One lady came this morning, gave me goodies, gave me blanket, gave me money. I said, oh my God. So gifting or acts of service, anything you do for me, I'm so appreciative because I don't deserve it. But some people, you can do everything for them. So whenever my husband comes, he'll wash the dishes. Thank you, honey. Whenever we are traveling, he is a military man. He wants us to mop the floor. He wants us to mop the kitchen. Everything must be clean. So he's mopping the floor. I'm sweeping the kitchen. We are cooling. We are washing the. We are doing it together. So it's not sit down and tell me, boo, do everything. No, you see both of us working together because we are leaving the house. We don't want to come back smelling old food. Keeping it real.
My mom taught her boys to cook, to clean. Most men can't boil water, yet alone eggs. And she said that I'm training you so that when you get married and have children, you'll be able to help your wives. And so I help you around the house. In fact, this morning you were arguing about me washing clothes and all of that. Oh, you watch too frequently. But you work as a nurse, and an act of service I can do to you to help you. So many times we want to just give specific roles. Well, you're the woman, so you have to do this. Yeah. Men, you can wash the dishes. Men, you can wash the house. We have a big house. And when you come home, you notice that because it's an act of service. And I am ministering to you.
Yes.
And I am also doing that which you love and enjoy. Well, the fourth one is physical touch. That's the power of touch. And so many times, in a marriage relationship, I remember the other day, I opened the door for you when we went someplace, and you said, hey, what hit you on the head? You hadn't been doing that. And then let me say about quality time, I forgot to say, remember during the pandemic, on a Sunday evening, we couldn't go anyplace.
Yeah.
But you and I got in the car
and drove around.
And we drove around for an hour.
Went to different places.
And whatnot. So those are little small things that you can do in your marriage. It doesn't cost you much money. And then I say, come on, let's go share an ice cream cone together.
Yeah.
Or let's go share a dessert. And then we go out to eat. We used to go out on Fridays. Because you're a nurse, you work Monday, you used to work then Monday through Thursday, but now we want to do this.
Yeah,
so talk about touch.
Yeah, we are keeping it real. Let me be honest with you. I grew up from Nigeria. I never seen my father holding my mom's, kissing her. So it was not easy, but I noticed that I like it. Keeping it real. So when we are going, he holds my hands. I say, wow. I feel so wonderful. I didn't know that, to be honest, I didn't see it. Even when we see people kissing in the TV, go, whoa. But I noticed that when he holds my hands, open the door, I said, thank you, honey. I like it. So he stopped doing it, keeping it in. And I went on Sunday, he did it. I said, what hit you on the head? He started back. So holding your wife's hand, just say thank you, a little peg, touching. You are not enemies, you are friends. Don't let a stranger touch him. You do the touching. So I'm learning, because to be honest, keeping it real, it wasn't my background. So, but now I noticed that when he hold my hand, he opened the door for me and, get my seat. When we go to a restaurant, he put the seat and I said, wow, thank you, honey. So I'm appreciating what I did not learn from birth. I'm appreciating it, and that is touching.
Also, that physical touch, which you sow in the morning, man, you're going to reap at night. All right, holding the hands. I even run your bath water. When you work 12 hours, you come home, I've gone out and I've bought food for you, and that adds a special touch. So many times you think that the touch can only happen during the sexual act and the union between that husband and wife, but the touch could be in the small things.
It starts from that.
It starts when you wake up.
Keep it real, man.
Good morning.
It starts from good morning, how are you? Don't just come and want to jump in the bed. It's not real. Try to call it and be nice, so that the woman will be happy or the man will be happy. Let's just keep it real. Hey, that's what we want to do.
And then also, just, like touching you in a certain place to get you into that romantic feeling and mood.
Keep it real.
All
Let's
right.
go.
See, you notice men and women, when we talk about that, she wants to be like so prudish and whatnot, but we're talking about keeping it real, and therefore, sometimes we just frolic, and sometimes we just cuddle. Now, one of your friends gave you a birthday gift, and it's a prayer cloth, but I got other ideas for that. We both can lay down on this thing.
And watching TV.
All right,
Keep it real.
and just really frolic and hug.
Remember, I did not grow up that way. I didn't see so much, but I'm learning.
Another thing too, before we move on to the last one and conclude this episode, is that sometimes when we go out and I kind of embarrass you, and I do this intentionally, where I'll say to people, I love this woman, and isn't she beautiful? I remember when we went to Florida, when we both received the presidential award for the, got the medallion for our community service. We didn't know we were going to get that, but in fact, to date, we're dressed alike.
Yes.
We're both wearing pink. And those are certain things you can do. And so many people compliment that.
Yeah.
And therefore, I feel like that's also touching lives and showing love, because people are touched by this. Boy, you two compliment each other.
Especially with African clothes. He love African clothes. So when we make one and then we put it together, they say, oh, he's an American, Chukwode. And he likes it. He likes to, he's an African. Yeah.
Yes, I am an Igbo man. All right.
Man, yes.
All right.
His name is Chukwode, means there is God. So
right.
He likes it.
All right. Now we're going to go into the last one, and that's receiving gifts. It's a visible symbol, and it's also something that's tangible.
Tangible.
And you don't have to spend a lot of money. But women love receiving gifts.
I do.
All right. Now, you're not wearing your wedding band. Something happened.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I was hoping that it would be back by Christmas. But it did not come back. But women love things that come in small package. And before the program, the pre-recording, I called the gemologist and I said, where's my ring? My wife's ring. She's getting frustrated. And they say, Mr. Rolle, we're going to get this taken care of. In fact, you got upgraded and supersized, because the carat that I gave you on when we got married, October 26, 2019, is now going to be a bigger carat.
I lost it, but thank God for him. He didn't chew me up. I came back and said, boo, oh my God, look at my ring. Where is the stone? But that's one thing I thank God for him. He didn't chew me up. I don't even know what happened, and I lost it. But he's getting a new one. Thank you.
And it's going to be here soon. And therefore, this is a preview of a coming attraction.
Oh,
now, today is your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
All right, as we doing the
62.
pre-recording. 62, what does that mean?
62, it means I'm happy.
No, you said 6th level.
Oh, 6th level, 2nd floor.
All right,
That
so
means I'm 60 and I'm on 2nd floor. You know, it's gonna be up to 10. 70th birthday will be great, but I'm
and where
60.
we going on your 70th birthday?
We are going to Dubai. Is it
And Nigeria.
Nigeria, Dubai, Nigeria. We have so many places we are going, but we are gonna go to Dubai. And he's talking about Australia. I don't know if that's come up. We have this traveling something we do, and that's gonna help us go. And
All
enjoy.
right, and here's some flowers.
Aww.
Happy birthday to
You
you.
see, that's what I'm saying. It didn't cost that much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Here's to my queen boo.
Ooh.
Won't you open that card right quick and just show it to the listening audience?
Aww. Thank you. Oh my God.
Flip it to the camera. It says, may you have a wonderful birthday filled with laughter, joy, cheer, and good health.
Yes.
Best wishes for a wonderful birthday and a year filled with good health and happiness.
Aw.
Honey Boo, January 5th,
So
2023.
this means a lot. Some people, we've done so much for them, sometimes not even saying thank you. It doesn't have to be expensive. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Just 50 cents card can mean a lot for your wife or your husband.
And
Thank you
then
so much.
we're going to go away again this weekend, but when we come back and with some of your, with your girlfriend, we're going to take you to Gracie's here in Houston. If you're ever in Houston, go to Gracie's. It's a soul food place, a
very
Cajun
good.
place,
I like it.
and it's very gifts.
Thank
good,
you.
so that's a gift for you.
Oh, thank you
as
so
well.
much. Gracie, here we come. Gracie's. Yeah,
Well-
Gracie's, here we come. I love their food.
Well, that's
I
the-
like
and-
shrimp and grapes and, oh my God, they have some good food. I like it.
And then this is for after hours, for that special moment in time, quality time. It's a sparkling brew, no alcohol.
No alcohol.
And we're
I
gonna,
don't take
I'm gonna put
alcohol.
on Teddy Pendergrass, and I'm gonna
No
turn off the
alcohol.
lights. I'm gonna turn off the
No
lights
alcohol.
and light a candle.
This is what we mean. This is just a birthday. You don't have to spend much, just a little bit to show that you appreciate somebody. Not when the person died. I don't like this idea of when people are dead and lying down there, you keep talking about everything, appreciating them. They don't hear you. Do it now, they're alive. Keep it real.
And one of your girlfriends brought this to the house, along with some other gifts.
Yes.
And she wants you to know that she
Yes.
loves you and happy
I
birthday
want
to you.
just appreciate all my friends, but special thank you to Josephine Ozogu. I call her my champ. She came this morning and loaded me with gifts. Some people Zelle money, Nadine, all of you. I don't want to even mention them. I know more gifts are coming. Thank you. You know, that's my love language. I appreciate you all. Even a pin means so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Well, this is the end of this second episode, and we'll be back again next Sunday at 8:30 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can tune in to AFTV here in Houston.
Yes.
And then we will also, you can view us on YouTube, and you can share it with others.
And we're going to be bringing some guests, a young couple from next time.
Yes. Also, we love is tuning in to each other instead of TV.
Guilty,
All right?
but
Keep
I'll
it
try.
real.
Keep it real. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you next time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
You are now watching Amazing Fire TV. Amazing Fire TV. Impacting the world for Christ.